baseman, number 23, Maddie.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Stephenville, Texas, and the Honeybee Softball Complex as AISC Live is on the air. We're here with the 2026 State Softball Playoff. This is the regional round, and the ladies of Abilene High will be taking on the Lady Royals of North Richland High School. Hello, everybody. I'm Chuck Statler, and I'll be your host and play-by-play announcer for Game 1 in this best-of-3 series here in the third round of the state for our stadium and our national anthem. As the Lady Eagles of Abilene High are here in Game 1, they'll be the visitors down the first baseline, and the Lady Royals from North Richland High School wearing New York Yankee pinstripes, black numbers, and we're glad you're here with us. We've got a great crew to bring this broadcast to you here in Game 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow, and Game 3 following that. Let's go through the batting at first base. Andrea Starks, that's number 5. She'll be in left field. And then Rocha in first base. And she bats number 6. Number 7 is Jules Holt. She'll be the designated player. And then Liliana Johnson-Burns, she's the right fielder. Ava Rios will be on the mound for the Lady Eagles. And then Liliana Pacchino is going to be the second base. So leading off for the Lady Eagles will be Bree Reed, followed by Gutierrez and Mariah Estrada. So on the mound for the Lady Royals is going to be Stacy Jennings. And here's the first pitch in Game 1. First pitch is outside, and that will be low for ball 1 to Bree. On. Our Lady Eagles, Jenna Gary and her coaching staff, Shelby Palmer, are ready. And here's a pop-up going straight up. The catcher yields to the third base. And Mariah will step in. She bats right. The outfield needs to probably back up some. Shortstop and second will be playing at the edge of the grass. First and third being fairly close. First pitch comes in from Jennings, and that is strike 1 to Maria. KK Gonzalez on deck if she's needed here in the first for the Lady Eagles. Top of the first. Mariah swings, and that is strike 2. Nothing in 2 is the count for Mariah Estrada. Nice dimensions on this field. It's all turf. Green turf in the outfield, brown infield. Swing on hit. And so the Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down here in the top of the first. We'll go at the bottom as Abilene High nothing, and North Richland Hills coming to bat on AISD Live. And welcome back to the bottom of the first. Lady Eagles go 3 up, 3 down. And now the Lady Royals from North Richland Hills are going to come in, and they'll be batting next. As on the mound, Ava Reyes for Abilene High. The righty will be going. Our batting mate for Lady Eagles is Alyssa Gutierrez. We'll go through the rest of the lineup for Abilene High after this. Leading off the first 3 for the Richland Royals is Sam Aguilar. Allie Flores bats second. She'll be the left fielder, and Mia Burain is the shortstop. So you've got Aguilar, Flores playing up first and third, second and short back, and medium depth for the Eagle outfield. Here's the first pitch from Abilene. Thrown towards Aguilar. And right now, crowd's still kind of trickling in here in Stephenville. 0-1 is the count to Aguilar. She's the second baseman for North Richland Hills. Second pitch is a ball a little bit outside. You're looking at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. This one's scheduled for 7 here in game 1 of this series. Lady Eagles in their black jerseys, white script on the front, white numerals, and white pants and pinstripe. And the next pitch, a little bit outside to Aguilar. And Lady Eagles wearing black caps with the script A on them. So those are pretty much players here in the game. 2-1 the count. Next pitch is high for ball 3. 3-1 to the leadoff batter for North Richland Hills. Three balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the first inning. And here we go with Aguilar as the batter. And this one is called strike 2. We're at a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sam, which is short for Samantha. 3-2. Ava Reyes inside the circle. Now she's on the rubber, and this one foul tipped into the screen. Count stays full. A lot of noisemakers. No, not the fans, but noise-making devices on both groups. Had a lot of that last week in the Eagles series win over El Paso Americas with a walk-off in game 3. And here's a chop to center field, and that will be out number 1. Just a line drive to center field for Abilene High to be able to catch that as Deanna Reed makes the catch. So 1 down. She'll be batting left with the number 1 on her white pinstripe jersey for North Richland Hills. And first and third playing up a little bit. Second and short are coming up now even. Flores ready. Left-handed batter. And first pitch is outside. She steps up for the ball a whole lot like Brianna Reed does. So 1-0 is the count. Ava ready to put one in. Is that a check swing? And that is strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for the number 2 batter in the order for the Lady Royals. They used to be the Richland Rebels, and then a change of name a couple of years ago. Fouled down the third base line, takes it to 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2 the count. Great crowd here in Stephenville tonight. One and 2. 1 away. And that one's going to take it to 2 balls. Even count. People still coming in. Abilene High down the first baseline. 2 and 2 the count. Next pitch from Reyes, and it's going to be fouled into the net again. Count stays even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 and 2 the count. What a way to spend a Thursday, although all day it's kind of felt like Friday. And speaking of Friday, games 2 and 3, if necessary, will be here tomorrow on AISD Live. And here's a 1-hopper picked up at third, fired across. That will go as a 5-3 ground out, and that is out number 2. When I give numbers like that, it's because every position has a number assigned, as 5 the third baseman and 3 the first baseman. So 2 out, and Mia Abilene, the shortstop for the Royals, now comes to bat.
I was like, man, I'm a
First pitch is a beautiful strike. Nothing in 1 is the count. Next pitch coming in from Reyes. And check swing, are they going to call that one? No, she did not come around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles went 1-2-3 in their first to bat the top of this inning, and right now 1-1 count to the number 3 batter. Popped up, and it's going to come off the string, and that will go as a foul. 1 and 2. Good chase over at first for Abilene High by Rocha. She nearly got it. But it is 1 and 2. Ava ready to step in. Right foot on the rubber inside the circle. And a swing and strike 3. So both teams come to bat here in the first and go 3 up and 3 down. Let's go to the second inning coming up on AISD Live. Abilene High nothing and North Richland Hills nothing on AISD Live.
Coming down. I done gave my life to Christ a couple times, no kidding around. Every time I lose my step, you never let me hit the ground. Cause you're strong, I will never face defeat. Drop my foes in the sea. I sit back and hold my peace. On this land, set my feet. So now it put on me. Bro, these chains set me free. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Well, I was born to be great. Like 95, we on the rise. Lord, help me carry this weight. I'm steady sliding in this time, and I can't ever be late. And when those lights go dim, I'm meeting him right up to them gates. No, I won't ever lose faith.
Lady Eagles come to bat here in the top of the second. We're scoreless so far. And so for Abilene High, your next 3 batters, which will be 4, 5, and 6, KK Gonzalez, Alicia Starks, and Rocha. So you've got the third baseman, the left fielder, and the first baseman. And swinging first pitch, that one goes foul. Nothing and one is the count. Next pitch comes in from Jennings. That is high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the scoreless second. And Gonzalez knocked in the winning run for the walk-off in Game 3 last Friday. Next pitch is low. So let's call that one ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Leadoff batter here in the second, but also number 4 in the batting order. And that one outside for a strike. Okay, that is ball 3. Last pitch outside. KK is seeing the next one. That's called strike. So now we're at a full count. In the audience is Larry Smith, former Abilene High trainer, and I hope our signal is coming in loud and clear as we are streaming this. And KK hits one to center field, and the shortstop makes the snow turn set. And so that
Number 11, Andrea.
for out number 1 here in the top of the second. Now Andrea Starr will come in. Andrea is a great center fielder, folks, for the Lady Eagles. She gets ready to face Stacy Jennings for the first time this evening. Starts, hits first pitch. She's going to go short base, second baseman Jessup, and shovels it over to third. And that will go as a 4-3 out number 2. And so Bella Rocha, the first baseman, will come into bat for the Lady Eagles. They went 3 up and 3 down in the first. Now they have 2 away here in the top of the second. And Jennings puts one right down the middle. On 1 the count. Stacy Jennings, the righty on the mound. She rocks and fires and swings and a miss for Bella. And now it is strike 2. Nothing into the count. Top of the second. Bella with the pink bat in her hand. And next pitch is outside. That takes it to 1 and 2. Looking at that bat, you almost have to think that's Mary Kay Pink. 1 and 2. Let's see what Jennings does right now. And here's a pop-up, foul out of play. Count will stay 1 ball and 2 strikes for the Lady Eagles. Ball will come in, and at a 1-2 count. We have 2 away, 2 strikes. 2 and 2 the count. And this is what Thursday night in Stephenville is all about, folks. Coming to watch 2 real good teams in the state playoffs. And here's one pop right into the first baseman. So you're going to call Bella's So with back-to-back teams, the Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down. We'll be back with the bottom of the second as the Lady Royals come to bat here on AISD Live. right, welcome back to the bottom of the second inning here on AISD Live. As we go to 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order for the Lady Royals, that means we're going to be looking at Terry Kennedy and then Stacy Jennings and then Laura Gomez. First pitch comes in from Ava Reyes, and it is going to be inside. So that is ball one. Perry, P-A-R-R-Y. Second baseman for Abilene High playing a little deep in offset. And the ball will hit Perry. She will place the base, hit my pitch. So the first base runner in game one of this best of three series is standing on first base.
Stacy Jennings.
Stacy Jennings, the pitcher, now will bat after Perry hit by pitch. Reyes inside the circle. Jennings, a right-hander. So Ava now on the mound and a square bunt. Runner gets away from first, but recovers. We're going to call that one ball one to Jennings. Gomez on deck for the Lady Royals. Reyes ready to serve up another one. A square to bunt, and it comes in. Throw to second, and they got her. So Perry, caught stealing, is out number one here in the top of the second as she was gunned down, and a great job. This is Gutierrez, so that one is a caught stealing throw out, one away. Jennings now. No count. Reyes, next pitch. Just a little low and outside. That is strike one. Next pitch comes through. And it's foul down the first baseline. So you're looking at 1 ball and 1 strike for the number 2 batter. 1-1. And a swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 3, second out. As Jennings
Now batting,
whiffed at that one.
number 9, Lauren Gomez.
Lauren Gomez, bat next to the number 3 batter here in the bottom of the second. She bats out also. Ava Reyes ready to face her 6th batter here. We're in the second inning. And one a little bit outside. Gomez. One and 0 the count. Next pitch is high. We're going to go 2-0. With that one will be down upstairs to Gomez. No one on the base pass. They did have a base runner that was hit by a pitch, and she was thrown out trying to take second. And a little off speed, and it finally called a strike. A little hesitation from the home plate umpire. Now Gomez is going to step in. A lot of noise in this ballpark tonight. And a chopper, third, picked up, glove fired across, she's safe. The throw is about a half step late. And so we have the first pitch with Gomez and the single. So Sophia Hernandez to bat next. Second base runner, but first hit. For the Royal Blue. Here's Ava's next pitch. And that is just a wee bit outside to Hernandez. Matty Quick will be on deck if needed with 2 away for the Lady Royals. Runner at first. And this one is just inside the black of the plate. And that is strike one. So 1-1 is the count. 2 away, runner at first with North Richland Hills. And the lights are on here in Stephenville. The next pitch, strike 2. Really nice pitch coming in for Reyes. Outfield all playing deep. Second and short at the edge of the grass. First and third close to the baseline. And a swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. So the Lady Wolves go 3 up and 3 down as both teams have sent batters to the plate. We'll go to the top of the third. Abilene High, nothing, and North Richland Hills, nothing. Here in Game 2 of the area playoffs on AIC. Okay, I'm going to keep it up with the scoreboard. They're behind me. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless, in the regional semifinals in Class 5A softball as we
Now
go
batting, the
to
designated
7, 8,
player,
and 9,
number 9,
coming to bat for Abilene High. And Jules Hope steps in, right-handed hitter, followed by Johnson Burge
Please turn
and
your lights
Ava
off in the parking
Reyes.
lot. Please turn your lights off in the parking lot.
So there is a vehicle that is causing a disruption to the PA announcer. So we're ready to go. As on the mound, Stacy Jennings has not allowed a hit. And the Eagles went 3 up, 3 down in the first and the second. All right. We're lacking for entertainment here in the scoring account. And Jules will step out of the batter's box, come back, and the next pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This wonderful cloudy gray sky hanging over Stephenville. 1-1 is the count. Next pitch to Hope. She's going to get underneath it, pop it up. First baseman is going to look up to the cross timber sky, and that will be a pop out to first.
Right
And
fielder
out
number
number
21, Jaslyn Johnson Burns.
And Jaslyn Johnson Burns is batting next for Abilene High. She'll step in, bats left. Great speed out in the outfield as right fielder. And she's facing Jennings. And outside pitch, and that is called a strike. A little bit of a delay by the home plate umpire on that call. So we're going to wait to see what arm action he gives before we start marking up the scorebook. 0-1. Jaslyn swings at the next one. So she's now in a hole with her nothing and 2 count. I like the pinstripes and the black uniforms for the Lady Eagles. 0-2. Jasmine swings, and that is out number 2 here in the third. Number 9 batter in the order.
Now that
is Ava Reyes.
Number 6, Ava Reyes.
And Ava is a really good contact hitter. Lady Eagles have not had a base runner thus far. 8 up and 8 down. We're in the top of the third. And first pitch called strike. The home plate umpire will put his hands on his knees, look at the pitch, and then almost like a 2 count, we'll call the next one. Ava lays one foul. So she's looking at 0-2. Jenna Gary, the head coach of Lady Eagles in third base coaching box. Shelby Palmer in the first base box. Right now, the Lady Eagles have 2 away. Ava Reyes looks at an 0-2 count. This one inside, and it is going to be called ball 1. I think some of the North Richland fans were wanting that one to be called strike 3, but didn't happen this time. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Next pitch, check swing and strikeout. So Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down once again. 3 consecutive innings. Let's get ready to go to the bottom of the third here in Stephenville on AISD Live.
Nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. And then you switch up with my woman and you kiss me like you.
Welcome back. So we go to the bottom of the third. We're scoreless so far. And batting next is going to be Maddie Quick. She's the first baseman, followed by Danny Thomas, and then go back to the top of the order. So Quick coming to bat. She bats right-handed. She'll be facing Ava Reyes. And inside first pitch called strike 1 to Quick. Nothing, and 1 is the count here in the bottom of the third. 1 hit so far, and that was from North Richland Hills. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. She just reached back and took a whack at that one. And now she's at an 0-2. Leading off for the Lady Royals here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch took the corner, outside of the corner, and that is ball 1. 1-2 the count. Ava ready. And she uncorks one, pop up and called by the short, and it's a good catch for Abilene High's shortstop, as that was Liliana Pacino, and she made the catch. So
the
that
center fielder,
is
number
a
16,
pop out.
Danny Thomas.
And that is out number 1. Danny Thomas, pretty common spelling, J-I-A-I-M-E-S. Right-handed batter, 1 out. And strike, fourth strike number 1 to Hymas. No action on the flag in center field. The American flag, North Texas flag have any movement. And the next pitch, strike 2 to Hyman. So she's in an 0-2 situation. And the right-handed batter steps in. Hymas is the center fielder for the Lady Royals. And swing and a miss. And that is strikeout and out number 2. So we're looking at Ava Reyes. That is her 4th strikeout in the game.
Now up to
and that will go back to the
second
top of
baseman,
the
number
order.
11, Sam Aguilar.
Sam Aguilar lined out to the left field in her first at bat. So this is her 2nd time to face Ava Reyes. First playing up a little bit in front of the bag near the first baseline. Third playing near the bag also. Outfield staying deep. First pitch is a ball to Hyman. She was at a full count when she flew out to center field in her first at bat. Now it's 1-0. And Aguilar sees the strike go through. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to count. This is the first of 3 in this series. She's going to square the bunt, but she didn't. Ball stayed the same, and now it is 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to count. Rocha stepping up like she was in anticipation of the bunt. Here's Reyes' next pitch. And it's going to hit the batter. So Aguilar will move to first by hit by pitch. That's the 2nd batsman that has been struck here so far by Ava Reyes. She hit Perry Kennedy in the first inning. So runner at first, 2 out. Allie Flores ground out to third. There are 2 away and a walk runner, well actually a hit runner at third. Reyes next pitch, and here's the throw to second, not in time. So a stolen base. First runner of either team to make second base. And now Flores looking at a 1-0 count. Reyes sees Flores foul down the first baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. And folks, these 2 teams have a lot in common how they play, and we may see a low-scoring game. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Not a base runner has gotten past second so far. Flores a lefty. Hacks another one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This field is a new field here at Stephenville High School, but right over the fence, you see Art Prowell's field, longtime coach of Stephenville High, and here's a foul poked down the third baseline. Of course, Art in our Big Country Sports Hall of Fame, handful of years back, successful college coach at Baylor, and now he's at Eastern New Mexico with the Greyhounds. I met him first when he was coaching in Hamlin, and then kind of skipped a year and then went to Stephenville and built a really strong dynasty. And did it go around? She stepped up and she did not break for wrist action according to the home plate limit. And there's an appeal, and that goes as a strike for Flores. And that is out number 3. So Richland Royals in front of the plate, they strand 1, and we go to the 4th, still scoreless in Stephenville on AISD Live.
But I ain't scared of death, cause I got my God in me. And if I die today, I know he did his job with me. And I still lift up your name, cause you are so beautiful. Here ain't your holiness. Lord, I want nothing less. So I let my heart confess. You are so beautiful. Before your majesty, you show me love and all I got is tragedy. And that's why I'm here to sing.
Welcome back as we go to the top of the 4th here at Honeybee Field on the campus of Stephenville High School. Their guys are named Yellow Jackets and the ladies are Honeybees. As we go to the top of the 4th, we'll also go to the top of the order for the Lady Eagles. Brianna Reed will be batting, leading off, and then Alyssa Gutierrez and Mariah Estrada. So the first pitch comes in to Reed is going to be ball 1. 1-0 the count. Reed bats left-handed. So the next pitch comes in from Jennings, and this is going to be foul. And so now Brady looking at a 1-1 count. Stacey Jennings, the right-hander. And now we'll step in, plants her right foot. Brianna Reed looks at the next pitch, and that is low for ball 1. Brianna is 0 for 1. She flied out to the center fielder in the first inning. We're here in the top of the 4th. Brianna looks, next pitch, and she's going to foul that one down the first baseline to bring the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It took us a couple hours to get down here to Stephenville. Most of it was I-20, and it was a really smooth ride. Caleb Smith is our crew chief and our suburban driver. Good to the count. And Brianna sees the next one go outside. With 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count is full for the all-time base stealer in Lady Eagles softball, Brianna Reed. 3-2. And Reed chopping one foul, way out of play down the third baseline. Count stays full at 3-2. The Lady Royals used to be the Richland Rebels. They were red and black, and they were in the Eagle district for all sports about, a dozen years ago. And Reed draws the walk. So Lady Eagles have their first base runner with Brianna Reed.
Now it's about number 5, Alicia Gutierrez.
Alicia Gutierrez comes in. She'll be batting right-handed. Watch Reed at first. She likes to go rabbit and chase that second baseman.
She's going!
So Gutierrez, first pitch, inside, and that is going to be called a strike for Alicia. On deck will be Mariah Estrada. The Breed on first base. And here's one, up and high. Reed's looking to go to the base. He's halfway there. Gutierrez flies out to left. That's out number 1 here in the top of the 4th.
Maria Estrada.
Mariah Estrada. The PA announcer can't tell the difference. So Mariah Estrada ready to come back in. Runner at first. It's going to be Reed. And the first pitch. And Bree goes. The ball goes into center field. She's going to stay on second. But that is a stolen base. So the Lady Eagles have a runner at second. Both teams, that's as far as their base runners have gotten to second base. So Mariah is going to step in. A throw at second went below the glove of the second baseman into center field. And Estrada foul tips. That is strike 1. Here in the top of the 4th, we're scoreless so far. And right now, the home plate umpire is coming out to talk to the catcher. Let's go, 1-1 is the count. 1 out, 1 on for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the 4th. Defense, ladies. Jennings on the mound, and a swing. And that will take us to strike 2 for Mariah. She struck out in the first inning. And now she's looking at a 1-2 count. 1-2. Jennings ready. And puts this outside for ball 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reed, the base runner, on second for Abilene High. Only 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Jennings ready again. And a foul into the screen for Mariah. The count stays 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Probably one of the most animated softball coaches I've seen in years is Jenna Gary. She's in the third base box. 2-2 the count. Jennings is going to serve up a pitch which comes back into the screen. Count stays even. Shelby Palmer is at first. I'm having a little bit of tongue-tiedness. These guys went all out for dinner. We went to Waterburger. 2-2 the count. As Estrada sees that one go past for ball 3. Now 3-2 count gives us a full count. With Reed on base at second, just 1 out, and Estrada ready. And she'll swing, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. Reed takes third. So now, with 2 away, and Brianna Reed on third base, the Eagles have an optimum scoring opportunity. KK Gonzalez is ready, and she lined out to third in her first at bat, so she's 0 for 1. Jennings is going to pitch the first one. KK drives this one over the first base dugout for strike 1. Alicia Starks is on deck for the Lady Eagles if needed. KK is a great contact hitter. A really good pitcher, too. Ball in, and we're ready to go again with 1 out, 2 away, and a runner at third, and that's Reed. And now Stacy Jennings ready to throw and fire. And this one's high. So Gonzalez steps in, right-handed hitter. 1-1 the count. And this one fouled down the first baseline. Now KK looking at a 1-2 count. She steps out of the batter's box, looks down the third baseline. Gets a signal from Coach Gary. 1-2. And this one is strike 3. As the Eagles get no run, no hit, they leave one on base. We're halfway through. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Still scoreless this evening in Stephenville and on AISD Live.
Let me tell you. You a little birthday. So I'll give a hoot what you do say, girl. I know. You a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl. I know. Tell 'em I'm next. Tell 'em I'm next. Put a little gold in the teeth and the teeth, girl, so I take the ball with the beat. I see it when I hold in the teeth, those teeth, I'm trying to be hey, really. Don't take my time to be on.
Let's go to the bottom of the fourth as we have reached the halfway point in game one in this best-of-3 series. As Mia Durain is going to, and then Perry Kennedy followed by Stacy Jennings. Here's the first pitch, and it's a grounder to third. Hot corner gets it, throws it across the diamond, and that will be 5-3 on the ground out, and out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth for the Lady Royals.
Number 10, Kennedy Perry.
Kennedy Perry to step in her first at bat. She was caught stealing. She had gotten on the base paths after being hit by a pitch. So Perry, right-handed batter. Ava Reyes, first pitch is called, strike 1 to Perry. So far, only 1 hit in the game. And the next pitch bounced below the lip of the plate. That's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the fourth. This game, at least 7 innings. And the next pitch is ball 2. So Kennedy ready. 2-1 the count. And that one called a strike. So now you're at an even count with 2 balls and 2 strikes to the catcher of North Richland Hills. 2-2 the count. And outside, shade of the plate barely. Now we go to full count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, excuse me. 3 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 away. And here's a chopper, 2 hop. Shortstop gets the gloves and throws it across the infield. And that will go as 6-3. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. And Stacy Jennings. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Right-handed hitter. Lady Eagles making a little bit of an adjustment infield. Shortstop taking a couple of steps back. Outfield very deep, all 3 positions. Here's one, goes back to the mound, picked up, thrown across. It went across Drea's glove and got to the shortstop. That will go as a 6-3 ground out, and that is out number 3 in the 4th. As 3 up, 3 down. We'll get ready for the 5th here on AISC Live with Abilene High, nothing, and North Richland Hills, nothing on AISC.
Everybody, show me what it's like to change. Hey, Joe, you the best. Hey, with the chest. Hey, wear them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Honey, you the fun for me. I know you're my therapy. Wear them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine.
Welcome back to Stephenville as we go to top of inning number 5, still scoreless between the Lady Eagles of Abilene High and the Lady Royals of North Richland Hills. Stephenville is the neutral site
11,
for
Andrea Starr.
This regional semifinal series. And you look at Adriana Starks to bat next. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. She'll take a swing at that one. Strike 1. Bella Rocha on deck, and then Jules Holt. So Starks, Rocha, and Holt to bat here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch is low, ball. North Richland catcher trying to frame that one like it's a family photo, but home plate umpire didn't buy that. 1-1 the count. Jennings' next pitch is outside. Ball 2. Starks stepping in. Jennings ready. And a swing and a miss for strike number 2 for Starks. Even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We are scoreless here in the 5th. Starks fouls one into the net. Count stays even. As the sun is setting to the west, it's starting to cool a little bit. I think the low tonight is supposed to be in the 50s. 2-2. And that one is strike 3. Starks watch that one go past. Out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. The noisemakers are out. North Richland Hills fans are getting into it, but the Abilene High fans also have their concert of noisemakers as well. Bella Rocha. Bella is 0 for 1 with a line out. And she's going to see the first pitch go high for ball 1 with Bella. Holt is in the on-deck circle for the Lady Eagles.
Let's go, Royals!
Next pitch from Jennings is just the south third of the plate for strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Nothing in 1. 1-1, excuse me. I'm staying ahead of the scorekeeper. And a pop out to the catcher. But that one goes as a foul. Sometimes you remember these campus host these neutral site. They're using faculty and they don't really stay with the game. Next pitch is ball number 2. Even count again. Jennings Back of the circle now. She's going to walk back up. Second, giving a big gap as she goes to the right. And Bella fouls one down first baseline. Count stays even. 2-2 is the count. AISD Live bringing you this game one in the series. And Rocha, one hop, goes past third, and the shortstop will get it, but can't pick it up. So Rocha will get a single. And only the second base runner for Abilene High. And now Jules Hope. She's 0 for 1 with a pop out to the first baseman. You got great speed at first base, Abilene Eagle fans. And high for ball one. Bella is a very good runner on the base paths. Eagles have had one runner in scoring position. She was stranded in third, in the third inning. And next pitch outside is ball two. Jules Hope. Righty steps in, shoulder width stance. Jennings ready. And a swing. And strike one to Jules Hope. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shortstop playing a little more back now. And this one is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jules Hope. We knew this would be 2 good teams, and so far they're playing well. And Holt sees the next pitch. Strike called. Full count. Jaslyn Johnson-Burns on deck. There's one away and a runner at first. Here in the top of the 6th. Swing and miss, and that's out number 2 for the Lady Eagles on the strikeout.
Now up to that, number 21, Jaslyn Johnson-Burns.
Bella Rocha is still the base runner for Abilene High. Jaslyn Johnson-Burns, left-handed bat. This is her second plate appearance in this game. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the first pitch, and it's a bunt laid down in front of the third. Gets it, fires it across, and that will go as a 5-3, out number 3. Lady Eagles sent 4 to the plate. They leave 1 on the base pass, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Tied up, Abilene High nothing, and North Richland Hills nothing on AISD Live.
Now up to that, number 9.
We go to the bottom of the 6th, still scoreless in game 1 of the regional semifinals here on AISD. Ava Reyes on the mound for the Lady Eagles. Coming to bat is going to be Laura Gomez. First pitch is high for ball 1. Sophia Hernandez is on deck, followed by Maddie Quick. That's your first three here in the bottom of the sixth. And here's one hop picked up, short fired across the first, got her in time. That will go as a 6-3 ground out and out number one. So
number
bottom of the fifth coming up.
Sophia Hernandez.
Sophia Hernandez 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. Right-hander. She's the right fielder for the Lady Royals. Ava ready. And here's a swing and a foul down the right field line. So Hernandez looking at an 0-1 count. She'll step back in. Reyes looking good so far, not allowing a run. And this one is outside. Call that one ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Ava plants her right foot on the rubber and uncorks this one. Low. For ball 2. 2-1. The sun definitely starting to set to the west here in Stephenville. The lights are on and it's bright tonight. We're scoreless in the fifth. And this one off speed. And it is going to be ball 3. 3-1 the count. To the right fielder for the Lady Royals. 3-1. And high for ball 4. So Hernandez ready to go.
Number 23, Maddie Quick.
That is the first walk given up by Ava and the third base runner. So it's 1 on, 1 out. Maddie Quick. She's 0 for 1 with a pop out.
Same thing, Maddie, be patient. Here we go. No velocity, be patient.
Quick steps in. Runner at first. And I think we've got a pinch runner at first right now. Let's see as everybody resets. You can hear the Eagle fans yelling, "Let's go, Ava." First pitch. And that is a strike. Runner at first had stepped off. That repulls and recovers really quick. Danny Hymas is on deck. She's the bottom of the order. 1 out. Reyes next. This one is high. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez trying to take the lead off the first. It's about 3 steps and then goes back. Hernandez has a pitch runner. 1-1. And here's one pop foul, so that takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. One and 2. Reyes next pitch. Hit right past the pitcher, goes into center field. And number 8, the pink runner, will slide in head first. Quick gets the single. And so now runners at first and second are the Lady Royals.
To that number 16, Danny Hammond.
So Danny Hammond is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We are in the bottom of the fifth. With one out on deck, you go back to the top of the order for Richland. Here's Hummus. She went down on 3 straight strikes in the fourth. Runners take a little bit of a lead to come back on the first pitch to Hummus is ball 1. Hummus steps out of the batter's box. And now steps right back in. Swing and a miss. 1-on-1. Reyes got her to swing at that one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on for the Lady Royals. Imus back in the batter's box. Outside pitch. Call that one ball 2. 2-1. In the on-deck circle, you got Sam Aguilar. She's hitless so far, but let's pay attention to the runner or the batter at the plate with Hymas. 2-1. And a foul. That takes it to 2 and 2 even count. You just kind of hit that one foul. It went to the top of the net and came right back down. Little bit of noise in the North Richland bleachers. 2 and 2 the count. Ava ready. And a swing and a miss. And that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 11, Sam Aguilar.
6 strikeouts for Ava Reyes. And here comes Aguilar, top of the order. So again, she's 0 for 2. She did get hit by a pitch in the second inning. And the first pitch comes in will be ball 1 to Aguilar. Second baseman. Ava Reyes, next pitch is outside, barely, for ball 2. I think this umpiring crew is out of the Metroplex. They're a neutral crew. 3 men. First base, third baseline umpire behind the plate. And the next pitch goes to ball 3. Checking the runner at second. Gutierrez wasn't going to let them play any games on this one. 3-0 with 2 outs. And strike 2 now. Strike 1 now. 3-1 the count. To the 4th batter from North Richland here, and she's going to put it on the ground, chop, grab it at first, and it's going to go across on a base runner with score. The runner is safe at first, scoring the out. But the first to score will be the Royals, and now Jenna Aguirre coming out to the mound, huddling with her infield. But Sophia Hernandez scored all the way from second on the throw that was just a little off center at first. So the base runner, Aguilar, is there at first. quick as the runner at second. There are 2 outs. And Coach Jenna Gary visiting with her team. Now she'll break the huddle. And the Lady Eagles are ready to go with 2 away. Allie Flores. She's 0 for 2 with the strikeout and the ground out. Left-hander will come in. They're signaling 2 away.
Number 1, Allie Flores.
Flores moves her right foot back like she wants to pull. Infield all playing up. Medium depth for the outfield. And outside pitch, ball 1 to Flores. The lone run here in the bottom of the 5th is the single score in the game. Flores puts one on the ground. Throw at the first, got him. And that will be a 5-3 ground out and out number 3 for the Lady Royals, but not before they do have a chance to light up the scoreboard as the Lady Royals 1 and the Lady Eagles 0 here on AISD Live. Let's go to the top of the 6 here in Stephenville tonight on AISD Live, as we will start at the bottom of the order with Ava Reyes and then go back to the top with Brianna Lee and then Alyssa Gutierrez. So number 9, 1 and 2 coming to bat here in the top of the 6 as North Richland Hills leads the Lady Eagles here in this regional semifinal. It's 1-0, and Ava will step in. Right-hander sees the first pitch go low and outside. That is ball 1 for Ava. Infield playing deep at second and short. Sort of shallow at first and third. Ava checks swing, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1 the count. Next pitch from Jennings, and it's going to go foul right over the first base dugout. Reyes looking at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2. Reyes now steps in, bat perched over her right shoulder, and she's going to tap 1. First base gets a third hop, fires it over to first. As that will go 1-3 for out number 1 here in the top of the 6. Now coming to bat is the top of the order with Brianna Reed.
Number 10,
And that guy needs a Paxil. Anyway, the stadium announcer getting a little wild here. And so Reed Ofer, she did draw a walk and was stranded third in the 4th inning. First pitch to Bree Reed is ball 1. 1-0 the count. Reed scores a bunt, lays it down. Third's going to pick it up, fired across, not in time. So Reed gets a single. She's at first. And this could be the start of the rally for Abilene High 1. Alicia Gutierrez stepping in next. Alicia has lined out twice. She's 0 for 2. And the right-hander steps in. Here's Jennings' pitch. Hit over the shortstop. Goes to left. Reed moves to second. Back-to-back hits for the Lady Eagles as Reed moves to second base. Gutierrez with the single is at first. 1 out here in the top of the 6th for the Lady Eagles. And now batting is going to be Mariah Estrada. Okay, we have a pinch runner for the Lady Eagles. And that coming in is going to be, I need a flashlight here. That's going to be Claire Seago. So Claire Seago in as pinch runner at first. He's got great speed on the base pass, Eagle fan. With Reed at first, Seago in at second.
Maria Estrada!
And Mariah Estrada will come in to bat next. She's got a pair of strikeouts, so she's hitless thus far. Estrada right over her right shoulder. She's going to swing at the first pitch. That one's going to go foul. The strike 1 for Mariah. KK Gonzalez on deck for the Lady Eagles. We do have 1 out, and that was the leadoff batter in this inning, Ava Reyes. Next pitch, inside and low. Lady Eagles jumping away from the bags. Just kind of make them think. 1 ball, 1 strike to Estrada. I saw her last year in the playoff game in Love put a dent in the scoreboard with a home run. And Estrada fouls one into the screen. So it's 2-2 is the count. Estrada traditionally has been a power hitter for the Lady Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jennings ready to throw the ball. Outside. And now you're looking at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mariah. Estrada wears a white number 4 on the back of her black Eagle jersey. And she's going to poke one foul down the first baseline. Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Lady Eagles. Jennings serves one, and this one's going to go foul. Right over our heads. Still even count. Now, Estrada will make you throw a lot of pitches at her, but when she connects, she can get some distance. Still an even count. Here on the top of the 6th. Estrada hits one, and it bends and goes out of play. Count still even. So right now, the home plate umpire is going to talk to the coach of North Richland Hills and gets a new ball to bring in. Seago at first, lead at second. Estrada at the plate with a 2-2 count. 1 out. Eagles trailing by 1. The North Richland Royals. And Estrada fouls one down the first baseline. That's the 8th pitch at this at bat. Mariah Estrada, as we just shared with you, she's going to make you throw a lot of pitches at her until she straightens it out. Stacey Jennings on the mound. And a swing and a miss, and Estrada goes down for her third strike. And Lee trying to take third. She's caught stealing, and that will end. The Eagles at bat in the top of the 6th as they strand 1. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Still North Richland kills Royals 1. Abilene 9-0 on AISB. Wow. 3, 4, and 5.
Now up to bat, number 6, Mia Barain.
And leading off here in the bottom of the 6th is Mia Barain. She is 0 for 2, and she's facing Ava Reyes. Going here to the bottom of the 6th, it's a chop right into the second baseman, and so that's 1 away for Barain. She
Coming up
lines
to bat,
out
number
2.
10, Kennedy Perry.
Kennedy Perry stepping out next. That line out to the second baseman gives 1 out to the Royals. And so far, Kennedy 0 for 2. She's hit by a pitch, but thrown out, caught stealing, and ground out to the short. First pitch is low. Great stab on that one by Alyssa Gutierrez for the first out. Next pitch is strike 1. On 1 the count. Reyes looking. Second and short are playing back. And here's one hop, short gets it. Fires it across the diamond, 6-3. For out number 2. And Stacey Jennings will be batting next for the Lady Royals.
Number 7, Stacey Jennings.
Jennings is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And just remember, North Richland has a 1-run lead over Abilene High. We're in the bottom of the 6th with 2 away. First pitch to Jennings, a little soft outside pitch. Ball 1. Reyes ready. And the next one is ball 2. The count to Jennings. Ava Reyes rocks, and this one is inside from ball 3. So far, 2 walks for the Lady Royals. 3-0. And that one's where coach says red light, and now you're 3-1. Don't swing on that one. Next one hit right into the glove at second. Drop, thrown over to first. And that will be out number 3. They go 3 up and 3 down here in the 6th with a line out to second. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. This one's scheduled for 7 innings on AISD Live. North Richland 1, Lady Eagles not yet. Abilene High is staying in the hotel in Eastland because they couldn't find one here because of graduation. Gonzalez, Starks, and Rocha. Jennings going away. Here we are going to the top of the 7th. North Richland leading the Eagles of Abilene High 1-0. As the Lady Eagles get ready, you're going to have batters number 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. KK Gonzalez is ready. She's ready to face Jennings again. First pitch, KK goes to right, and the right fielder gets it. We are in the top of the 7th. Lady Eagles are 2 outs away from seeing game 1 end with that 1-run lead coming in the 5th inning. That's been the difference for the Lady Royals. And Starks ready to come to bat. First pitch, he's going to swing. Strike 1. On deck is Bella Rocha. Starts with an 0-1 count. And Starks swings. Strike 2. So Starks ready to step in with an 0-2 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and that is out number 2 here in the 7th. So the Eagles may be down to their last out here in game 1, trailing by 1.
Now batting
Bella Rocha to step in, right-handed batter. Jennings ready to go with the pitch. And it is outside, ball 1 to Bella. Holt on deck for Abilene High if she's needed. 2 away. Top of the 7th. And Rocha fouls this one down the first baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Jennings rears back and fires this one, and it is called strike 2. Rocha with a 1-2 count. The Richland fans are on their feet right in front of us. Here's the next pitch. And Rocha pops this one foul. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-run lead for the Royals. Stacy Jennings, the pitcher. And nearly hit by a pitch inside and high. Takes it to an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Trailing by 1 in the top of the 7th are the Lady Eagles from Abilene High. And Rocha pops this one, everybody giving chase. And it's punt, and that is out number 3. And so game 1 will end up as the Lady Royals from Northern Hills in a very sportsmanlike conduct. The winning pitcher in an hour and 35 minutes is going to be Stacy Jennings, and the loss will go to Ava Reyes. As the teams are going to their respective fields for a team meeting, fans are starting to turn out here in Stephenville, and we want to welcome you to join us tomorrow here on AISD for game number 2. For the whole crew in Stephenville tonight, I'm Chuck Statler. We hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast. Stay tuned for more of the state playoffs here on AISD Live. Good night, everybody.